Hey America, Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. What we're going to do today is something that probably a lot of you people don't know how to do, is we're going to butcher a chicken. And the reason why I'm butchering this chicken instead of buying pieces like I normally do, is that because of being ill the last time I didn't have any chicken stock, and so I couldn't make gelatin and chicken stock, real chicken stock, man. You know, it's why chefs cook, man. So we don't buy the base, we get the whole bird, you know what I mean? And chicken stock is just so full of good nutrients and stuff. All right, get rid of the pad. See what's up in here. We got neck bone, and we got some giblets, and a little heart or liver. Should be a little bit more liver in there. What the heck is that? Okay. I'm going to pull this fat chunk off here while I'm here. And this one too. Okay. And then we're going to be using our most sharp blade on this. And I need to get a bunch of plastic bags ready. So while my hands are all chicken. Alright. So, I was actually hoping my buddy might come, because this is kind of a, tricky showing you this without the bird's eye look. So we're using our sharpest knife. I forgot to get my bags. Yeah, and then I'm going to make the red pepper Kool-Aid. I had to say it because I've been being lazy. Well, not really lazy. What am I doing? Bags, thanks guys. All I gotta say is you ride the handicap ride that I've been on. Okay, so butchering. When I was chef de parte at Lane Community College, when we were doing turkey breakdown, that just meant I got there first and knew what to do. Okay, so I was helping them run the kitchen. When I talk about butchery, I want you to feel the meat. I want you to know that's the leg and it moves there, all right? I want you to feel the thigh, right? This right here, this little thing, all right, right there is called the oyster. Now the back goes, whoa, the back goes down here, all right? And then wings come off, and then we have our breasts right here, okay? And the way I'm going to do it, we're going to start with the oyster. Now, this knife bends, as you can see. It's got chocolate on it too, of course. I don't even bother to put it in cookies no more. I just eat the stuff straight by the chunk. Go and buy a big old chunk of chocolate out of the bin. A big chunk like that don't cost like $1.50. Well, anyways, all right. So, boning knives bend for a reason. They use the tip for a reason. I'm pushing in, coming around, and then, see, I got the oyster right there. That's the oyster. Okay. Then we're going to come straight down from there, because right inside, you can see that little cut right there. That is the joint. We go straight down from that. As easy as that, okay? You're like, that wasn't easy, chef. When you look, okay, the trick of using a boning knife is using the tip. We've talked to you about this before. I've talked to you about this. Oh, that's kind of scary. We have been talking about things all night long. I should let Papa John do the rest of this, huh? No, I don't have a skit worked up in my head yet. It's got to be crazy. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to do the dip swirl. I call this dip. I push it in, and I do it much better from this side. Yeah. All right. Push it in the tip. Okay. Get that oyster. All right, look at that. I almost got all the oyster. That's bone right there. You can't get it much closer than that. All right, unless you're going to take some bone with it. This is a boning knife. It will cut your finger off quick, because that's what its job is for getting in between joints, like it's doing right now. All right, with instruction. Notice how fast I'm breaking this bird down, right? I wonder how fast I could break a human body down. I'm just curious. Don't mess with the chefs. Yeah, go take a little fried green tomato and have some barbecue. Don't mess with the chef, because he'll cook you and make you taste real good, and everybody eat you up, and then the body will be gone. And then the body will be gone. Okay, you guys are like, Chef done lost it. All right, now what we're going to do now, this is something I like to show the students. The way I've seen a lot of people do is try to cut the breast off of here right now. Look at the way that thing's rotating back and forth, all right? Now inside, take a look inside there. You're going to see, here, I'm going to cut it a little bit for you so you can see a little better. All right, inside you can see the bones. You see the backbones right here, okay? And then you see the rib bones right there. Now right where they come together, that line right there, watch this. Get that line right in between the two. Do you see how easy that just cut? Right down, because the backbones, and just like human beings, we have cartilage right here. And it just goes right through it. Zip, 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 zip. Okay? And then, don't want to get into the breast meat. So I'm going to pull on this little, whoa, careful. I'm going to rip this part like that. Okay, and that was basically breaking like the shoulder blades. All right, see, I just cut right through that, right to that. Okay, now I'm gonna clean this up because I got a little piece of knuckle right there. I don't want that there. Okay, now here comes the cool part, the wishbone. And you have to be pretty good at getting this. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It's not an easy thing to do. I mess up a lot too. Okay, so where the wishbone is you see how this, right there, okay? Now see that line? What you do is you feel it. The bone's right there, okay? So what I do is I take the tip of my knife and I find the top of the bone with my finger. Then I put the knife on the top of the bone, and I slide, I turn the angle like this, okay? So I'm not going into the meat really, I'm just running along that bone. And then I come to the other side, I come up a little bit, because it's a wishbone. And then I come down the other side with the same kind of cut. And then I turn it and I go from the other side. And that's because I usually like getting the wishbone out in one piece, because I think it's cool. Actually, I do it from this side. I do it with the skin up. Okay? And then the last part here is I take the knife. Okay? And I'm going to push it right in there. Just a little bit. I've got the wishbone in my hand. And then push it in just on the tip. Carefully reach in there, move the meat that's left, and pull yourself out the wishbone. It's got a little meat on it, which I can, you know, scrape that off. use it in the stock, however. But I just wanted to show you that I did not break the wishbone. I'm so glad that didn't hit the food. Excuse me, everybody. Okay. All right, we did that. Now we're going to come from the back here. Now I'm going to go from the top. There's a way to do it from the back where you cut down this, all right? You pull that bone out, and then you do like a fillet cut underneath these. What works better is go right down the keel bone. Okay? Right down the keel bone. See that? That's the keel bone right there. Okay? And I get it as close as possible, and I'm actually kind of rotating my knife like this. Move this out of the way so you can see. Can you see? I don't know. All right. And I'm pushing down at the same time. Come to the front. Get that bone out. At the same time, I'm pushing it and cutting, pushing and cutting, pushing and cutting. But I'm not cutting fast, I'm not pushing fast. I'm doing them both at the same kind of measure of speed and strength, because you want to see where the tip of the blade is. And there's our full chicken breast off, and right here, with one little cut, is the chicken tender. Okay, and we're going to trim the fat off that a little bit. Now, a lot of chefs don't want to make stock with too much fat. I can understand that. But using a little bit of fat is actually a good idea, because it creates a fat cover on top of your stock when it's in the cool box. And that fat cover actually helps the stock stay for another day or two, because bacteria can't get to the meaty part, the the proteins of the stock. And that's what the bacteria want to eat. They want warm, moist protein. That's how they grow. All right, so I'm doing this other one. It's not coming off as easy. But still, it came out pretty well. And there's our keel bone. All right, you can see there's not much meat on that. Now, if I wanted to, I could take a spoon and scrape that, and then throw it into like a, dang it. What was I saying? Oh, we could take that, we could run it into a robo coupe, we could add a little bit of cream to it, and egg, and we come out with a force meat that we can turn into quenelles. Very cool. And so I'm going to take all this leftover product. Yes, I hear you're done, I hear you're done. And we're throwing the bones in here, the back in here, that in here. We're going to take the wing tips. Let me get this. There's the two. Look at that. That's a pretty good looking breast, huh? All right. We're going to get rid of this piece of bone right here. We had this lady, her name was AJ, and she was pretty neat back at Baltimore International College. She wanted to go into culinary, but the problem was she couldn't feel her hands as well as most people. So we had to break down chickens, and if anybody got caught with a little piece of bone in the chicken, they failed. But Mr. Chef Weisenkopf had to fail her. But she went into management anyways, and she actually liked that a lot better in the management program. They had 4 different programs running there. They had a management program. They had hotel hospitality management program into a that you could actually get a master's in that. They also had, I'm going to throw that out. They had a baking program with Chef Bandula. At the time, he was the only master baker in the United States. And we're throwing our turkey neck in there, or chicken neck in there. We're throwing our grizzle in there. And I'm going to feed the cats the chicken livers, of course, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make stock with the rest of this. Okay? And so I'm going to go and start putting this away now. Dry hands. Chicken leg, chicken wing, chicken wing. And that'll probably be a fried meal right there. So we'll keep it as that. And then we're going to individually wrap the, well, we're going to do a chicken thigh like that. Pull it through. And take wax paper, because I'm putting them in the same bag. What the heck is that? Spicy. It's in my drawer of food, so you know. Then I'm gonna take this one, put wax paper on this one so it doesn't stick to the other one. And that'll make it for easier thawing, okay? Where are we at? Oh, that's right. I'm putting this away. All right, and then we're going to take one chicken breast. We're going to wrap it and put it in the bag. And then touching chicken again. Dang it. Supposed to put the first one in, and then I'm going to take my sweat towel. All right. And our chicken tenders, little itty bitty fellas. We make a sandwich out of that or something. Pound them out. All right, so that's it. That's us breaking down a turkey. All right, I mean a chicken. And then I'm gonna throw. I've got last month's veggies that I'm working on. Yes. Oh my God, that's my chocolate. No, it's not my chocolate. I got last month's veggies. So all this, carrots. All this is last month, man. All right. I still have food stamps for this month to buy veggies. I bought this and the asparagus this month. That's it. So we're gonna take all that and chop it up and throw it into the stock pot. Did I buy? I bought an onion. I bought an onion. So we're gonna make stock next. All right. Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. Peace, y'all.